with another video, and today we are going to be experimenting with sound vibrations. But in order for me to give you a close-up look, I'm just going to switch the camera angle to give you a better look at what's going on. So just give me a minute. Okay guys, so for this experiment, like I said, we're going to be working with sound vibrations today, which are really fun. So for this experiment, you are going to need a saucer and some saran wrap, and you want to make the saran wrap go over your saucer. So secure it with some duct tape or tape on the back because you want it to be nice and tight like a drum. You're also going to need some sort of speaker. Maybe you can hook it up to your iPhone or your stereo, something like that, but you need something that you can play some music on. You're going to need some sprinkles, some Jimmy Jammies or salt or sugar, and maybe some other type of candy like M&Ms or Skittles or something like that. Okay, so let's get started. So you know when you are in your car and your grown-ups are driving you around town, maybe you're going to the drive-thru, your favorite burger place or something, and your favorite song comes on the radio, and you ask your grown-up to crank it up, and all of a sudden you feel that beat and it's in your feet, which is always a fun thing. Those are sound vibrations. So that's what we're going to be looking at right now. We're going to see, because you can't see the sound vibrations, but you can feel it. But we're going to actually see if we can see the sound vibrations in action. So I'm going to play a little music here, and let's see if we can see the sound vibrations, because when you knock on the door, you can hear it. You can hear it in the music. Let's see if we can see the sound vibrations. So go ahead, maestro, hit the music. So you can't see anything going on right here, but sound vibrations are happening. So what happens if we add see those dancing sprinkles? They have joined the rock concert. Sound vibrations are in the house. Look at that, guys. Just a little closer so you can see it. Now you can not only see them, but you can hear them. Is that fun, guys? This is a super easy way of seeing sound vibrate. Pretty tasty too. Just a little bit so I can talk to you briefly about the sound vibrations. So what exactly are the sound vibrations? So the sound vibrations, what happens, they occur when there is an event. That's how we experience the sound. So like knocking or clapping of the hands, or maybe when you hear a dog bark, what's happening is that event is causing the molecules in that event, like clapping of the hands or knocking on the table, makes those molecules vibrate. And those vibrations, they travel up to your ear, and from your ear they go into the brain, and the brain picks it up as a signal, a picture, a recognition of what that sound actually is. And it says, hey, I'm hearing someone clap their hands, or knocking on the table, or a dog's barking, or there's candy falling on a plate, or there's music, all of those things. And that starts with an event and some vibrations. I'm going to show you a little bit, a clip of those sprinkles dancing one more time, and then we will get into our craft. So sit tight. That was a super fun experiment, wasn't it? I really liked it. So what we're going to be making today is a really easy musical instrument with just using a few things that you have on hand. This is just an example of some of the things that you can use. You can use whatever you have. So you're going to start out with a clean water bottle. You're going to need some scissors, some yarn or some ribbon, something like that, to just kind of make some streamers for the water bottle / musical rattle, some pom-poms, I have some rice as well as some black beans, just a little bit. Some tape. I found these little puppy balls that I use for some of my slime experiments. So that, and yeah, I guess we could just go ahead and get started. So it's super easy. So go ahead and clean up your bottle. Make sure it's nice and clean and nice and dry. And then what you're going to do is just pour in, that's why I have this in the coffee filter. It just makes it a little bit easier to pour in some rice into your bottle. You can already hear the sound that's going on. And I just got rice everywhere. And if you're using this for little ones, then grown-ups, you definitely will have to seal the top, because the beans and the rice and the pom-poms, of course, are choking hazards. So when you're completely done making this craft, make sure that you take some hot glue and seal the top completely so it's nice and safe for the little ones. And then I'm going to add some black beans in here. Just to give a little bit more color. You can already hear the sound going. And let's put in some pom-poms. I have some really pretty pom-poms in here. I have some green ones, some pink ones. These are kind of a rainbow colored one. That's pretty. Just so whatever you have on hand. You can put bells in here, pasta, you know, like the different shaped pasta. Whatever you want to put in your rattle. And the pom-poms, they kind of soften the sound of the shaking of the rice and the beans, because you know how it sounded a little bit loud when we first put it in. The pom-poms are going to kind of quiet it down a little bit. And I think I'm also going to put just a few of these in here for color. Not that we don't have enough color already, right? Alright, if I can open it. These will probably stick to the side of the water bottle because of static electricity. There we go. There we go. Pretty cool, huh? So now, next step is we're going to decorate the top part of our musical instrument. So you just take yarn or ribbon, whatever you have on hand, and just cut off a few strands. And this is just going to be on the outside of your musical instrument. Some red. And you can cut it in a variety of different lengths. It doesn't have to be the same length. Maybe you can measure some that are as long as your arm. Maybe as long as your puppy's paw. Just a variety of different lengths. Okay, so I have all of my ribbon yarn cut. It looks nice, doesn't it? And what I'm going to do now is put some tape around the tip. That way it'll be easier to thread into the cap of my water bottle. So I'm going to secure that around the tip of my yarn. Just like that. Now my water bottle is one of these sport tops. So it's a little bit easier to thread everything in. If you do not have this type, you have just the screw-on lid that doesn't have an opening or anything. Grown-up will have to take a screwdriver to pop a hole in the top to put the thread in. So ask them to do that for you. And I am going to use my scissors to thread this through. And that's where you put the tape in. It just makes it a little bit easier to go through. And pull it through and then tie a knot. Good size knot so it doesn't come out. Make it nice and secure. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and take this part off so it just looks a little bit nicer. And make sure you get all of that off so it's not sharp at all, especially for the little ones. There we go. I'll work on that a little bit more. But yeah, just make sure that you get all of these little sharp edges off. Then you pop this on. Then you have You have a really fun rattle. Isn't that pretty? It's really pretty, really fun, super simple to do. I like the little strings at the end, and I think the kids will have fun doing it. So that is our craft for the day. I hope you had fun doing it. I had fun doing the experiment with you as well, and I will see you guys in our next video.